Okay, this is Matt Criscuolo coming to you up close and personal. And how about keeping it down in the cheap seats, huh? I mean, who wants to? Who is the person who had to walk around and telling people to keep it down in the cheap seats? I'm assuming at some point there were expensive seats in a place and a cheap seats, and if you were in the expensive seats, you didn't have to keep it down. But like if you had the cheap seats, you got to keep. So hey, man, how about keeping it down in the cheap seats? But for me personally, I don't want you to keep it down in the cheap seats. All the seats are good in this house, huh? So listen, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel if you like what's going on. And don't forget to hit that like button. And check out the description below because there's some really cool things in there that you could, make a donation if you like and keep support the channel, become a member, of a Patreon member, or buy me a cup of coffee. Just something. If you like what I'm doing, show me the love. Give me a tip. I'm your server. My name is Matt Criscuolo. I will be serving you today. Okay, so let's get right to this. By the way, this came requested by a supporter of the channel named Kathy Curran. And this is John Farnham doing Black Dog, Led Zeppelin. Let's get right to it. Yowzers.
Hey, mama said the way I move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you grow. Oh, child, the way you shake that thing, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you stay.
Ooh, shit. Johnny. Woo, FARNSY. FARNSY. Stank face. Jed. Oh. Oh, man. I did not expect FARNSY to sing so much like the original guy, Peter Frampton. Is it? Am I getting it wrong, man? I'm a man, but it's just craziness, man. The guy can sing his ass off. I love the way he sings, man. Oh my God. You could hear when Jimmy Page is playing and when he's not playing, but these guys are killing it anyway. They sound great. Kathy, this is a great suggestion. Let's get right to it, huh? Let's get right to it. Not Peter Frampton, Robert Plant. That's who I meant. But yeah, you knew that. God damn it. Was that Jimmy Page? Man, that could almost have been Jimmy Page. I mean, that was some incredible playing. Listen, I don't do any research on these things when I do my reaction channels. First of all, I don't have the time. Okay. Second of all, I like to keep it a surprise. I like it when you guys tell me. Don't beat me up. I'm a jazz guy. I can talk about jazz and things that you probably don't know about. But you're probably saying, how doesn't he know about Led Zeppelin? I know a little bit about Led Zeppelin, not a lot. I know enough to be dangerous. But I know what I'm listening to as a musician anyway. I could hear it and I could feel it as a human. It's awesome. But I love FARNSY. John Farnham to me is one of the greatest discoveries that I've made. And I know I've heard him before as I was growing up. But it took this reaction channel for me to put a name to the face and to really kind of explore John Farnham a little bit, more by doing these reactions that I've been doing. I do have a playlist for John Farnham on my channel. I suggest you go check it out if you want to hear some more John Farnham and check out my reaction to him. And he's doing a lot of great songs that you guys probably have heard before that I hadn't. So they are firsts for me. FARNSY is the kind of guy that I would have just, him and Jimmy Barnes, I would like to have gotten together and had a beer or a whiskey and sat down and just talked about music. And I would love to have play with these guys. I would have really been happy to be up on stage and take my saxophone out and wail on a couple of his songs. I just love FARNSY. There's something about the man, the person, and forget about the voice. I mean, he has one of the most beautiful voices that I've ever heard. He's up there. If someone were to ask me, who I would mention, like, top 10 voices, he would be up there in the top 10 voices. And that's hard, man, because I love there's so many great voices out there. Even Rod Stewart, for example, not my favorite of musicians. Again, I haven't really done an exploration of him. I've heard him to the extent of just basically how most people have heard his music, on the commercial airwaves over the years. But I never really checked out the scope of his work or the breadth of his work. But he's another guy, for example, that I think he's got a great voice, a unique voice. As long as he stays away from the American songbook and standards, I think he'll be okay. Okay, Rod, if you have a problem with that, give me a call. We'll talk about it. But FARNSY, hey, you are the man, and you have the voice. Another great Aussie. Anyway, he's an awesome Aussie. And you guys are awesome for tuning in and sticking around this long. I appreciate that. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, do all that fancy schmancy stuff, and thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what I did here. And remember that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice.